You're at the gate. The metal chairs scrape when someone shifts. The overhead screens blink your flight number, and your boarding pass on your phone shows a small row number that means nothing to you. You can hear a toddler laugh 3 rows up and a flight attendant call last boarding in the distance. The fluorescent light makes every tiny discomfort feel larger. You're asking, which seat will keep me comfortable, safe, and least likely to pay extra or get stuck in an awkward middle seat?
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right.
Start with the situation you'll actually be in. If it's a 2-hour domestic hop in a narrow-body plane, legroom and quick exit matter more than being perfectly horizontal. On a long international wide-body, recline, seat width, and whether the seat has a footwell or ottoman can make or break sleep. Before you book, do these checks at home so you don't panic at the gate. 1. Open the airline seat map on the booking page and compare with Seat Guru or the manufacturer layout, B737, A320, 787. Look up both pitch and width numbers. Pitch is the distance from one point on a seat to the same point on the seat in front, and that tells you legroom. Width matters if you're broader or like an armrest. 2. Check the fare class. Basic economy often blocks seat selection until check-in and frequently forces middle seats. Standard economy lets you pick earlier. 3. Set a seat alert with services like Expert Flyer or the airline app so you get notified when better seats open near check-in. 4. Note the aircraft type on your booking confirmation. If the airline swaps equipment, you'll want to recheck the seat map. 5. If you travel with a child, prioritize bulkhead rows for bassinets and diaper changes, and know the airline's family seating policy. At the airport, confirm your assigned seat again at the kiosk or at the gate agent. If you see a crowded cabin and you need a specific kind of seat, extra legroom, aisle for restroom access, or window to sleep, the window at check-in is often your last chance before fees spike. If you have elite status or a credit card that gives seat selection, use those benefits. Otherwise, be ready to pay a fee or trade seats with another passenger politely at the gate. Why the rules exist. Airlines price and assign seats the way stadiums price tickets. Think of the cabin like a concert venue. Front row seats or aisle seats cost more because they give proximity and flexibility. Exit rows are priced or restricted because you must be able-bodied, follow crew instructions, and move quickly in an emergency. That's a safety requirement, not a perk. Bulkheads are attractive because they give no seat in front, but the pitch can be misleading. Sometimes the bulkhead has a wall right in front with no underseat storage and a tray table in the armrest. The everyday analogy is simple. Choosing a seat is like choosing a concert seat. Location changes your view, your comfort, and how fast you leave when the show ends. Concrete numbers you can expect. Domestic seat selection fees in the U.S. typically range from $0 to $75, depending on when you pick and how premium the seat is. Exit row or extra legroom seats often cost $20, $70 on domestic flights, and up to $100, $250 on transatlantic or long-haul segments. Premium economy runs from around $200 to $700 extra compared with regular economy. The real cost of not choosing wisely can be both monetary and practical. You might pay $30, $60 more for a preferred seat at booking, or you could wait and end up paying $10, $50 for an uncomfortable middle seat swap at the gate, or worse, be forced to gate check your carry-on and lose quick access to medications, an often unspoken risk. Missed flight risk is small from seat choice alone, but if you wait until gate chaos to swap seats and delay boarding yourself, you increase the chance of being bumped or separated from traveling companions. Now, the quickest practical rules by traveler type, honest, no nonsense. The nervous flyer who wants reassurance? Pick a seat over the wing in the front third of the cabin. The ride feels steadier there because you're near the plane's center of lift and gravity. Aisle is better if you need to move for calm breath work or an easy exit. The tall passenger, aim for exit row or bulkhead with true extra legroom. Check the seat pitch. Anything 32 inches plus is noticeably better for long legs. Watch out. Exit row seats sometimes don't recline, and you can't store a bag at your feet. The solo sleeper on a long haul, window seat in a quieter zone, and pack a small neck pillow plus a thin blanket. Pick a seat with a fixed armrest or a shell-style recline for uninterrupted sleep. The family with small children, bulkhead rows for more room, or reserve seats together early. If you need a bassinet, confirm the bulkhead seat at the airline directly after booking. Online systems can miss bassinet availability.
The business traveler who wants to work and deplane fast. Forward cabin. Aisle seat on the right side if deplaning on the jet bridge. An aisle by the door can shave minutes off your exit time. If you need power and a tray table, pick seats noted on the seat map for power ports. The budget traveler. Sit in the middle back if you don't care about quick exit and want a higher chance to get a free empty seat next to you. It's a gamble. Alternatively, pick an aisle near the back to be first to retrieve gate-checked carry-ons. How to choose without paying a premium? Wait until check-in, usually 24 hours before departure, to pick a better seat for free on many airlines because unsold preferred seats can open. Use airline apps and seat alerts to snatch seats faster than a website. If you want to avoid fees entirely, book a standard fare and check the seat map 24 hours before to pick the best remaining free option. Many useful links can be found in the description. One specific hidden fee and how to refuse it. Many booking sites and third-party aggregators advertise low base fares but hide seat selection fees until checkout. They'll call a seat free, then charge you at payment or lock seat selection for basic fares. To avoid this, book directly with the airline, read the fare rules, and reject any recommended add-ons at checkout. If a site adds preferred seat as a pre-checked option, uncheck it. If the airline advertises free seat selection, but you're in basic economy, check the fine print. Basic often means no advance choice. Also, beware of priority boarding upsells that make the airline look sympathetic but don't guarantee a better seat. They help with overhead bin space, but not with legroom. The cheapest, safest, most practical solution overall is a two-step approach. 1. At booking, know your fare class and whether seat selection is included. 2. Set an alert and check in exactly 24 hours before departure to pick the best open seat free of charge if possible. If that fails, be ready to pay a small fee for an exit row or preferred seat if it matters to your comfort or safety. If money is tight, prioritize what affects you most. Legroom for tall people, aisle for mobility, window for sleep. A few extra tactical tips you won't see in glossy ads. Avoid the very last row. Seats may not recline and are often noisier near lavatories. Middle seats in a 3-3 layout are the lowest value unless you're traveling with companions who take both sides. In wide bodies, consider the 2-seat mini cabins if you want privacy. They sometimes cost only slightly more than regular aisle window pairs. Check the airline's own seat map and compare it to Seat Guru because airlines sometimes change how many inches of pitch they advertise versus reality. Worst-case scenarios to be aware of. On long-haul flights, the combination of a cramped seat and no aisle access can elevate the risk of deep vein thrombosis if you don't move. Simple stretches every hour and walking when safe reduces this risk dramatically. Financial worst case is paying $200 plus on top of your fare for premium economy, or even $400, $900 for last-minute upgrades on long international sectors. Practical worst case. A basic fare that won't let you choose a seat and splits your family across rows unless you act early. If an agent or website tries to pressure you into a must-have seat at booking, ask for the base price without extras and compare the total with the same booking directly on the airline. If an option is pre-checked, uncheck it. If an agent pressures you at the gate, politely decline or offer a trade with another passenger. People trade seats all the time. Final quick checklist before you hit buy. Verify aircraft type, check seat pitch and width. Confirm the fare rules for seat selection. Set a seat alert and check in 24 hours before departure. For most passengers, that simple routine gets the best mix of comfort and value. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and like. I post clear, practical travel advice every week to make flying less stressful and more predictable.